A very pleasant good morning to all my dear friends, viewers, subscribers, students. It's amazing. It's an amazing weekend. In fact, a very long weekend. Lockdown chal raha hai, dosto. It's really difficult to continue with the days with lots and lots of motivation. But it really feels great when I connect with you all, when I connect with my students, when I connect with my friends. There's so much of energy that we all share with each other. This lockdown is an amazing time when you can complete those projects which you could not. You wanted to read a book which you could not because you were too busy running from home to school or home to office. Everybody's so occupied. But this is the time. Pick up those long lost projects, some sewing, some knitting, some painting, some sketching, reading the books, learning cooking, learning a language. There are so many online courses available. So, guys, go ahead, rock the world because you are born to rock. With this, let's start today's session about past tense. And here we are going to talk about, in the last video, I have already shared about structures of simple present tense, that is, simple past tense, that is past indefinite tense and past continuous tense. And today I'm going to share about past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense. So, today we are going to talk about tenses, past tense. Two tenses we have already done, and we are going to begin with past perfect tense today. Now, what is past perfect tense? Past perfect tense is used to refer to a point of time in the past when a certain work was finished. Like when we are talking about something, about some time yesterday or day before, or maybe some time ago, and that work was already finished by the time we are talking about. So, last night I had finished reading the novel. So, when I say I had finished reading the novel last night, that means it was already finished a day before. She had submitted her project yesterday. So she had submitted. The work is already done. And when was it done? It was done yesterday. So she had submitted her project yesterday. We had seen the movie last Friday. So we had seen the movie. It was seen only last Friday. The task has already been done. So simple things, when we are referring to past tense and some particular time in the past when a certain work is finished, that is past perfect tense. Now let's quickly look at the structures. First is the affirmative, subject plus had plus V3 plus object plus time reference. For example, I had finished reading the novel last night, or she had submitted her project yesterday. So I had finished. Now look at the structures, had plus V3. We don't have any difference between I, we, you, they, he, she, it, all the pronouns, singular nouns, plural nouns, whatever. Past is simple. Just keep it had and V3, right? So I had finished reading the novel last night. She had submitted her project yesterday, and we had seen the movie last Friday. So first day, first show. Moving on to the next one. Past perfect tense in negative. The structure in negative inserts a not between had and V3, right? I had not finished reading the novel last night. She had not submitted her project yesterday, and we had not seen the movie last Friday. Simple statements, just inserting a not changes it into negative. The next is interrogative. Now, had plus subject plus V3 plus object plus time reference. So, had I finished reading the novel? Again, what we are doing, we are interchanging the subject and had. So, had plus I plus V3, that is, had I finished reading the novel last night? Had she submitted her project yesterday, or had we seen the movie last Friday? So, those are the simple statements when we change it into interrogative. Negative interrogative, again, the same negative sentence we take and we interchange the position of had and the subject. So we have had plus subject plus not plus V3. Remember, whenever it is perfect tense, it is always the third form of verb. Since it is perfect, it has to be has, had, or have. Because it is past, so it is only had. So had plus V3 is the main thing that you need to remember about past perfect tense. So had I not finished reading the novel last night? Had she not submitted her project yesterday, or had we not seen the movie last Friday? So we have three kinds of tenses over here. The next is past perfect continuous tense. It is used to express an action that began before a certain time in the past and continued up to that time or stopped just before it. Means when we are talking about some time in the past, now at that time some work was either going on or it had just finished over there. For example, it had been raining for many days in August. So talking about the month of August, it had been raining for many days. She had been learning dance during summer vacations. So when we're talking about she had been learning dance, what was she doing? She was learning dance. When? During summer vacations. So we are referring to a time in the past. During the summer vacations, what was she doing? She was learning dance. So she had been learning dance. They had been searching a playwright since last 2 months. So the team had been searching for a playwright since last 2 months. Now, a question might arise that how do we differentiate where to use present perfect continuous tense and past perfect continuous tense? Now, it's very important to understand that when I say, let's pick up the third example, they had been searching a playwright since last 2 months. So when I say that they had been searching a playwright, that means their search is over. Now that I'm telling you this, is their search is over then and they have found a playwright. They have found an author who can write plays and dramas for their company. On the other hand, if I said they have been searching a playwright since last 2 months, if I replace had with have, then it becomes that they have been searching and the search has not yet ended. The work is still continued. They are still searching for a playwright. So that's how we differentiate between past perfect continuous and present perfect continuous. In present perfect continuous, the task has not yet finished. It is still continued. Whereas with past perfect continuous, the task has already finished in the past. At some point of time in the past, it was going on, but it has finished by now. Now let's learn the structures of past perfect continuous tense. Structures in affirmative, simple, subject plus had plus been plus V4, that is the fourth form of verb, base form plus ing, that is also called, plus object plus time reference. In past perfect continuous tense, just to remember, past hai, so it is had, perfect continuous hai, to been continuous, that means V4, so ing form. So had been plus B4 is the main thing that you need to remember about past perfect continuous tense. Example, it had been raining for many days in August. She had been learning dance during summer vacations and they had been searching a playwright since last 2 months. So, simple things. It had been raining for many days in August. That's an affirmative one. Had been raining. She had been learning. They had been searching. So affirmative has had plus been plus V4. For the negative, we insert a not before been, that is subject plus had plus been plus V4 plus object plus time reference. So it had not been raining for many days in August. She had not been learning dance during summer vacations and they had not been searching a playwright since last 2 months. Simple statements, we just add a not. Easy. Moving on to past perfect continuous tense and interrogative. Again, we are picking up the affirmative sentence and interchanging the place of had and subject. So had comes before the subject and the statement turns into an interrogative statement. For example, had it been raining for many days in August? Or had she been learning dance during summer vacations? Or had they been searching a playwright since last 2 months? So we have three different structures wherein we are talking about affirmative statement changing into interrogative. The last of this presentation is about past perfect continuous tense and negative interrogative. Here we have picked up the negative statement which had subject plus had plus not plus been plus V4 plus object plus time reference. So again we are changing had and subject to change it into a negative interrogative. Had it not been raining for many days in August? Had she not been learning dance during summer vacations? Or had they not been searching a playwright since last 2 months? So these are certain structures about past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense. Hope you learn them better. Copy them whenever you are using transformations. Pick up certain sentences, try to change that sentence into a variety of forms. Look at it whether you can change it into affirmative, negative, interrogative, or negative interrogative. Practice them as often as you can. When you're writing, when you're doing creative writing, writing an article or a letter or a short story, make sure that you use the correct tense. Some children have this habit of continuing with ing form, maybe a continuous tense always. Sometimes they just write in passive voice. Try to use a variety of sentence structures when you are doing creative writing. So it is really very, very important. Without classes or regular classes in English language, feel free to contact at smriti.percept@gmail.com. Online live classes are also available for classes 6 to 8. English language skills development is a special program wherein we cover English as a language, like covering reading, writing, grammar, vocabulary skills, and conversation. Classes 9 to 12 has a complete syllabus including reading, writing, grammar, vocab, and literature. And there are special classes arranged, customized according to the entrance exams and the competitive exams that you are appearing for. Special focus for entrance exams is on developing the vocabulary, learning to understand the differences, how to identify the correct synonym or antonym from the given multiple choice questions. With this, we come to an end of today's session, and I request you beat the blues, beat the lockdown with all the creativity that is there. The devices have hooked us to them for a long, long period of time, but these devices are actually making our brains passive. It's important to keep sharpening your brain. It's very important. As my teacher, Mrs. Khurana, used to say, that as much as you use your brain, it sharpens. So your brain is like a knife. Do it, sharpen it every day. You do something creative, something productive. It'll be more satisfying than anything else. Happy learning. Come on, shine brighter. Bye bye.